Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's product reveal video. I am super excited to share with you what is coming next week at Tailored Expressions. And if you're usually tuning into our product reveal videos, then you can see I'm missing someone here next to me today, and Whitney is on a much-deserved vacation this week. So you guys get just me today to reveal to you what is coming next week with our last release of April. So it's hard to believe that April is coming to a close already, but the last Tuesday of each month, we release a new card making kit. And so that's what this week's release is about, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So Heather Nichols actually illustrated this kit, and I always love what Heather comes up with. I think her illustrations are really uniquely tailored to the card maker, because Heather is a card maker herself, and so she's always thinking about different layouts that she wants to do and things she wants to be able to achieve with the products, and so I think that makes her kits really fun and special. So are you guys ready to get to it? All right, if you are new here, then what you are watching, as I said, is a product reveal video, and all of the products I'm going to be sharing with you will be available starting on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time. So Tuesday at 9 a.m. is our release time, and then you'll get to see me live at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays as well. So let's get into it. I have a little sneak peek to start things off that has nothing to do with card making. So maybe we have some other Lego fans out there, but I'm going to start with a little Lego sneak peek today. Let's take a look. Look at how adorable this is. This is a little mini Lego typewriter. My girls are really into building Legos, and they have some really fun designs these days, a lot that incorporate florals. So one of my daughters loves to build the floral Legos and kind of store them in her room as her garden that doesn't need to be watered. But this one was especially fun for me because I love this typewriter element. Look at the paper actually moves and slides here. It has little words on it that says, "Every big idea starts small." So why am I showing you a Lego typewriter today? Well, it does tie in really well to our new kit, and this kit is called Just Right. Look at how cute that is, featuring an adorable typewriter. We also have a calligraphy pen and an ink well, so some different ways that you would write messages. We have some other fun elements, including little push pins to pin your little messages up onto a cork board. We have binder clips, which is another fun thing. There are ink splatters and other fun elements to really draw this theme together. So let's open this up and take a look at what comes in the Just Right kit. If you've purchased one of our kits this year, then you know they come in these storage pouches, has a Velcro flap at the top and a sticker on the front that features artwork from the kit and helps you keep all of your kit pieces together if you prefer to store them this way. So then, as I mentioned, this kit is all built around this fun design that includes a stencil to create a typewriter, calligraphy pens, an ink well, and then we have push pins. There are 9 of them, and 3 binder clips. So that's the artwork that's going to be created when you stencil this entire 6x6 design onto your 6x6 cardstock. Then also included, it is a stencil and clear combo. So we have that little clear stamp set so that you can add the QWERTY keys onto your typewriter. And also we have a little label for the ink bottle. And then we have those splatters that you can add into your projects as well. So super fun, easy to accomplish. That's what I love about being able to design products, is making them really easy to use. And then what you get at the end ends up looking really elevated and unique and fun and almost not like you made it by hand, which I think is really a fun thing about Tailored Expressions, kind of combining the simplicity with the wow, that's super cool. So that is called the Just Right stencil and clear combo. Then to go along with that, we also have the coordinating dies. These are the Just Right dies, so you can cut out that typewriter. We also have the calligraphy pen. We have a little grouping of the push pins, and then we have a binder clip and the ink well. So you'll notice there is a cut line right here in the typewriter that allows you to slide a little piece of paper into the appropriate area on that die cut. So that's what this white line is. Then, of course, we have to have sentiments to go with your theme, and this one is called Inked Expressions. Really fun, different font work on this one. We have more of the typewriter font here, and then mixed with a script font that you would see more in a calligraphy style. So we have some really great typewriter themed sentiments. Here's to your next chapter. We have You Are Just My Type. I love this one. It says, long story short, I love you. Just a note to say, and then you can add hello friend or happy birthday or thinking of you. Write your own story is another great one as well. So that will be in the kit. And then as with all of our kits, we have our insiders. These are called Just Right. And there are 4 of them in this packet. You get 3 each of the 4 different ones. They say, you're simply the best right down to the letter. Dropping you a note to say hello. Thanks for making me smile and lifting my spirits. And sending you all my best as you embark on this new journey. So I think those will be great. Great for the typewriter and writing themed items, and also some kind of more versatile ones that you can use outside of this theme as well. So the insiders Just Right. And then we've started something new with our kits this year where each one comes with a tailored tutorial. So these are step-by-step instructions and photographs to help you create the project that you see on the front. We've got that typewriter. Another really fun element that I loved incorporating in this was the weathered words background stamp. You can see it stamped tone on tone in the background. That has that same typewriter look and feel with a little distressing to it. So another one to take a look at as you're thinking about creating with this kit. So you have your tailored tutorial, and then you also have your card that tells you exactly where to find inspiration. You can scan this QR code and it's going to take you directly to the gallery to find projects from the creative team. Keep this with your kit because even if you're not able to craft right when you receive your kit, you can keep this, scan this QR code at any time and be directed right to that inspiration to help you get creative. So those are the elements in the Just Right kit. As with every kit, we usually have some add-ons that are available. You don't have to have them in order to craft really great cards with these kit elements, but by adding them, you can get even more versatility out of your kit ingredients. So some things that are available separately outside of the kit, you can purchase additional packs of insiders. We talked about the sentiments in those. So if you want more than what's included in the kit, you can grab an extra pack of that. Then we also have our envelope seals. These are a fun little element that is included. Every time we do a kit, we do envelope seals that you can add on if you choose. Every pack includes 10 envelope seals. You get this cute die-cut typewriter that says hello there. And then we have one that features the calligraphy pen that says just a note. So super cute envelope seals. And then we need to have coordinating dies, right? For just about every sentiment in our collection, we make coordinating dies. And that is the case here with the Inked Expressions dies. If you want to be able to cut out those sentiments, you certainly can do that. Now, if you don't want to grab the dies, you can simply stamp these sentiments right onto that piece of typewriter paper, and you don't necessarily have to have a die to cut them out, but you will see in some of the samples how having the dies does give you more options. And then last but not least, another great background stamp to add to our collection. This one is called the cork background. We created some fun elements like those push pins to be able to put little notes on a cork board. And so this is the background stamp that will allow you to do that. It is just a really great textural background too. So even if you're not using it as cork, I think it almost in one of my projects ended up looking like concrete stamped gray on gray. So just a really great background stamp for a little bit of extra dimension and texture on your projects. So those are the 3 products or 4 products that are available outside of the kit. Should we look at some samples? As I mentioned before, when Heather designs the kits, she usually has something in mind that she wants to be able to do with these elements. So let's take a look at the samples that Heather created, because I think she used all of the items in this kit in kind of some fun and unique ways. So take a look at this one. It features every item from that stenciled artwork. You have the calligraphy pen, the typewriter, the ink bottle, we have the binder clips, and the push pins as well. I love these colors, a little bit more kind of rugged, rustic looking, and I think they turned out so fun. Heather used the same color combination in all of her projects. I love it when she chooses a color story and kind of sticks with it. We have this one here that looks like a little desktop featuring the typewriter, the ink, the binder clips. We've got those splatters in the background that she also added some black rhinestones over the top. One of the background stamps that she incorporated here was the wood background stamp there. And I love that. I love how it looks kind of like a desktop and makes a really nice backdrop for these elements. Then take a look at that fun cork board that she created using the cork background stamp. I believe she stamped that toffee ink on toffee cardstock to create that traditional looking cork. And then we've got the binder clip and the push pins holding up those cute little notes. Now this note paper that she created is created using our love letters, which is a clear stamp and die combo. So it gives you the dies to cut out the paper. It is lined as well, so there's a stamp to create the lines on the paper. So that might be another one that you might want to check out for if you already have it in your collection, or think about adding it to use with these elements. So let's take another look at another one that features that cute little love letters note paper with a push pin, pushing those little pieces into the cork board. This one is from Jill. I love her bright, happy colors with the cute different colored push pins as well. And then she went bright with her typewriter. I love a good pink typewriter, as you guys know. This one sort of mimics that little Lego typewriter that I showed you at the beginning. And Jill, I love what she did. If you can see here, if I get it right up to the light, she put crystal glaze on those keyboard keys, which gave them a raised effect. It just makes you want to touch it. It feels raised and glossy. It looks glossy, and I love that touch. I also love how she kind of curled her paper as it's coming out of the typewriter. So it makes it look a little bit more realistic. She's got a couple layers of foam tape right at the top here to give it that curved effect. Super fun, Jill. I love these cards from Jen Schultz as well. She went a little bit more rustic with her color combinations, kind of like Heather did. But look at that. It's almost like she was channeling the Lego floral arrangement with the flowers coming out of the top of the typewriter. Have you guys seen those at farmers markets? I know we have a vendor around here that takes old vintage typewriters and kind of clears out the inside of them and makes actual floral arrangements inside of old vintage typewriters. And I just love that look, and I think Jen captured it here with the black typewriter. I love these kind of honey colored keys that she did. And then over here we have her own little cork board in the background with a note and the push pins. Love that ink well and those big flowers from, I think that's called Fresh Cut Florals. I'm pretty sure that's what she used on this. So if you were at our virtual Stamp Joy event this spring, then you have these florals to recreate these designs. If not, those are called Fresh Cut Florals. All right, let's take a look at this one from Sue. She created her own fun background by stamping those keyboard keys, the letters from the keyboard, into the background in several different colors. And then we've got my personal favorite, a teal typewriter. And I love this sentiment too, you're my type of friend. Super cute. And then Lori, this is not a color I would have thought to make my typewriter, but I sure love the mint julep colored typewriter, along with the mint julep card bases that Lori used. I think they look so fun. And we've got the binder clip holding her note in place, the little push pins down at the bottom. So many fun details you can incorporate in these cards. And Lori also took one of our insiders panels and moved it to the outside of her card, using this as her sentiment on the front. So you guys got a look at lots of amazing samples using this kit. I hope you see something that inspires you and you're excited to get creative as well. So let me pop back here and all right, I'll give you a little rundown. As I mentioned, all of the products for our last release of April will be available starting on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time. And then mark your calendar to join me right away at 10 a.m. Central on Tuesday when we will go over the kit ingredients just a little bit and mostly have some time to craft together. So I'm going to be creating a fun interactive card using the kit and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So hope to see you then. Bye everybody.